evening for whatever time you are watching this video. As you can see, I'm in a different setup. I'm out of town visiting my friend. But while I do have some free time, I did want to go ahead and capture my feelings about how I feel about graduation. I honestly did not think that I would go back to school. Once I had gotten my bachelor's degree, I was like, I'm not going back to school. I'm done. It's over. That's it for me. But after working in my career and seeing that, for a bachelor's degree in social work, human services, either you stay a case manager or you move up to management, and that's how you get more income. But as far as I know, as far as what I've seen, it's just there's a cap. So I recognized that, and I was like, okay, well, I need to go back to school. So I put in all the paperwork and did all of that, and I don't remember the process being too difficult to do. I did have to, I think for me, the most difficult part was having to ask, people write a personal statement for me, and I'm very grateful that those individuals took the time out to do that for me. I did have to submit some other forms of writing and of course paid for the application and all that jazz, but it wasn't a difficult process. Got the letter in the mail and I was like, okay, here we go. All right, it's starting. And honestly, it had been 6 years of not being in college, so of course I was intimidated. I was very nervous, very curious how I was gonna do, and I was doubting myself a little bit, just like, can I jump right into things? Am I going to be able to handle this? And at the time, I was working in child welfare, so I was definitely like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this with work and school, but I'm gonna make it work. School is a priority to me, so I'm going to make it work. When my dad passed away, I just couldn't do it, and I did leave my job. So I went ahead and found something that was a lot more flexible, a lot less demanding, essentially, so that I could focus on school. I did enroll into the part-time in-person program. I did take online classes in my undergraduate program, and I just didn't think I had the discipline. But of course, with COVID, that was the only method that was going on at the time, and I wish I would have just enrolled in virtual because it was a lot to go back and forth, because my campus is 2 hours, well, about an hour, I'm tripping. It's about an hour and a half away from home. So I went to the USF Sarasota campus because they had a part-time program starting when I wanted to start. I had to do classes virtually. I made that work. I honestly enjoyed it, being home in my pajamas and being in class, or just being comfortable. Maybe not in my pajamas, but I'm comfortable, I'm in my element. And then you got teachers and students, and yeah, that's class. Definitely had a lot more papers than I thought. I'm thinking it's going to be quizzes. In undergraduate, I'm used to having midterms and final exams, so that was the style that I was used to. But for the master's, it's a lot more papers. Some assignments, build on each other. Some are just, focus on what you've learned. So it honestly was a lot more writing than I thought I would have to do. When I started my field placement, of course, I was very excited. I was looking forward to getting that hands-on experience. That didn't necessarily work out the way that I thought it would be. Not everybody, but it felt like everybody in my class had a internship where it was hands-on, where they were working with clients, where they were getting the knowledge that they needed to, even for assignments, for school assignments. They didn't have any issues, there weren't any problems in that manner. Maybe other things, but as far as experience, they had the experience. So I kind of felt a little left out on that. And I did eventually change my placement and have a little bit more client contacts. If you're having any issues with your internship, definitely speak up for yourself. Don't feel afraid to advocate for yourself. So the process of these last 2 years has not been the easiest for me. I mean, with grieving my dad, that was a lot mentally, and I did do counseling while I was in school, through the school, which is awesome that they have that as a resource. I'm the type of person that I don't like to cry. I don't like to cry in front of other people. Counseling was just helpful to kind of help me be able to grieve and reframe what I thought about grieving. There were some periods of time where I was just kind of like, I don't really care about school. It was just difficult. It was. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna make it seem like it wasn't hard for me, emotionally, mentally. So counseling definitely helped. Did have to miss family events, or spending as much time with family and friends as I wanted to. I just had to make those sacrifices, and typically there is some balance, but there's stuff that I have to miss, or I have to be very meticulous about what I'm planning and how I plan things. And everybody doesn't operate that way, and I'm like, hey guys, can we get something on schedule? Okay, yeah, I'll let you know when we get closer. So that's why in my planning videos, I learned to put prospectively plan with, or hang with whoever. So at least I don't take it off my calendar, even though it's not a solid plan, but I still have something. So I've done pretty well with turning my assignments in on time. I will say that. I think so. It's been a journey, to say the least. I'm very grateful to be done. I'm very happy. I'm joyous. Everybody's like, oh, you're so excited. I'm like, I'm looking forward to it, blah, blah, blah. Then there was like a little hiccup thrown in there. Our professor let us know we needed more credits than we had. Even though we had taken all the right classes, there was a mistake in the system, or whatever. There was a mishap with the credits. So that meant that I needed to do a form and to pay for these credits. So of course that was a nice little hiccup for me to deal with, as I'm trying to graduate. I have my fingers crossed and nothing else pops up. I am getting excited as we're getting close here. I'm counting down the assignments. I'm like, I got 5 more to go. So I changed my career plan a little bit. So I have applied to some jobs. I am looking to just do therapy part-time. It'll take me longer to get my licensure, but I kind of don't mind. I don't know that I could do therapy full-time. I think I do better in having less client contact, and that's just me personally. I think I would be looking forward to at least taking a month off of not having my internship, not having schoolwork, and just having like one job, one full-time job. We'll see how it goes, but so far the journey has been long. It has felt long. When I first started, I was like, oh, 2 years, that flies. I remember 2 years ago and all that's happened then, that felt like that was a short time. But yeah, when you're going through it, it's a long time. Like, I don't know. It feels like a long time. I'm glad that the journey's over. I'm excited for the future. I'm looking forward to the next, step in life and future career plans and all that would have to offer. I'm just really grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for my family and friends for being a part of it and, encouraging me along the way and hearing me maybe rant about some things that I'm displeased with, but I'm very grateful that I have my loved ones in my life. And, if you're in school right now, definitely try to rely on people, lean on people that love, that have your best interest at heart, to help you get through the tough times. If you don't have anybody, try and build that support. I know it's, even if you're connecting with a favorite YouTuber in the comment section. Not shouting out myself. Feel free to do that, but I'm just saying, Reddit communities, Facebook, I don't know, what, some kind of social media, something, connect with people, let them know about the journey that you're going through, so you can continue to have that motivation and push through, to get it done. Some things that I wish that I knew before I started. I knew that I would have to make the sacrifices. Don't get me wrong. I did know that, but I didn't know, you don't know what it's like to actually go through that. I wish I knew what kind of questions to ask at my internship before I decided to go, with that certain placement. I wish I could do school online. I wish I knew that, and that would have helped a lot as far as being able to just cut out that travel time and make the most of my time, because I don't have much of it to give to driving. So I wish I knew that. And if you're thinking about going back to school, just try, make it work for online, because in person is not always cracked up to be, okay? Those are some of the things that I wish that I knew. If you're in school right now, let me know how it's going in the comments below. If you are about to graduate as well, let me know how you felt about your journey. Definitely, if there's any other questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Graduating, yeah. Woo-hoo. Oh my gosh, okay, hold on. I know I can do this.